Hello students, I am Dr. PC Cambodia, Associate Professor in the Department of English BSR Government Arts College, Alwar, Rajasthan. This video is for the students of BA Part 2nd English Literature Paper 2nd. In this video, we discuss the play A Doll's House by Ibsen. In the very beginning of this play, we have a room, and that room is simply decorated with the items of china clay, some furniture in form of chairs, and a table is also kept over there. And Helmer is the owner of this room or the house, and he has a wife known by the name Nora. Nora goes to market and then she returns with several packets containing gift items. Actually speaking, it is the day of Christmas celebrations. So she is back from market and then she is helped in taking those packets of gifts by a coolie. She wants to know where is her husband Helmer, and then Helmer says that he is very much over there in the house. And then she reaches in the room with those packets containing gifts item, and then she herself tells that she has brought the toys for her children Ivor and Bob, and some dress material is there for the maid servant. And then Helmer wants to know what is there in a big packet containing gifts. Then she says that she won't tell, and as soon as the evening drops in, then they would be switching on the lights of the Christmas tree, and at that time it would be known what is there in that packet containing the gift, and that gift is for Helmer. And Helmer calls Nora, his wife, as a bird or a squirrel. It means he has no respect for the identity of the ladies in general or his wife in that particular case. But whenever he is calling her, he calls in such an insulting way and keeps on insulting time and again as we proceed into the play. Then Nora tells that she has also brought some of the edible items, and then Helmer says that he knows his old habit of eating biscuits and a lot of edibles. Then they work for the Christmas celebrations, and her husband Helmer tells that she is extravagant and she is spending a lot of money. She can't hold the money in her hands, and as soon as the money reaches in her hands, it slips out of her hand. But Nora says that she is not extravagant. She saves every single penny and she does not buy an item which is not required in her house. And then Helmer, her husband, says that she has learned how to spend extraordinarily and how to spend out of way. She has learned from her father, and there are several other habits which she had also learned or inherited from her father. This way, Helmer insults her, and we know that when ladies are insulted in the name of their parental house, they feel highly irritated, but Nora does not feel like that. She is quite submissive and she respects her husband. And she tells her husband Helmer that she is taking care of all those habits and manners which her husband is telling her to follow, but her husband Helmer does not accept the same. Then there is a bell ringing at the gate, and then the maid servant reaches over there, and Helmer says that if anyone wants to call me, then she must be told that I am not at the house. And this way Helmer tells a lie, and then the person who has come is a doctor. His name is Dr. Rank. He is taking liberty with this family. So after pressing the bell, he does not wait for the response and reaches directly in the room of Helmer, and that is the room for Helmer's study. And immediately after that, there is a lady who has also arrived at this house, and the name of this lady is Christine Linde. So Helmer goes in order to attend Dr. Rank. The both of them start talking, and this lady is received by Nora, the owner of the house. But just before their arrival, the both of them, Nora and Helmer, were talking that who has come at this busy day of Christmas celebration, and people should not come just like that. We also know at the time of festival we already run short of time, and they create a nuisance. So Helmer was also talking about the same issue, that there is someone but he does not know about the manners of visiting. At least they should avoid visiting at the time of festivals. Then Nora and Christine keep on talking. Christine is not recognized in the very beginning by Nora. So Christine, whose name is Christine Linde, asks Nora if Nora has recognized her. Nora says that she remembers the face but does not recognize her fully. Then she tells her that she is one of her old friends of school going days, and then Nora recognizes her fully. And Nora asks that why she has taken all the trouble to visit during the winter season. She is wearing a lot of clothes, that is sweater, overcoat and all that. Nora asks her to take off those extra clothes which she has been wearing during the time of visit, so as to make herself comfortable. So Christine Linde takes off those extra clothes which she was wearing in order to avoid the cold during the time of travel, and she takes an armchair, sits on that armchair and makes herself comfortable. And then Nora and Christine Linde further talk, and then Christine Linde tells that she has been widowed and she is extremely poor. Then Nora asks, has there been any issue, or is she with some children? Then Christine Linde tells her that she is issueless. Her husband died and left no fortune. and thereafter she is all alone and she does not have even a broken heart to grieve. But Nora does not accept the same because a death could be mourned with a sorrowful heart. Then Christine Linde asks Nora about her family affairs, and then she tells Christine Linde that she is the mother of three children, and in between 9 to 10 years have passed ever since they met. And in the very beginning, they also had tough time because her husband was practicing law and her income were irregular. So she passed through tough times, and during the last Christmas day, she was busy tying the bundles of artificial flowers in order to make use of a Christmas tree. But this time, her husband has cracked a competition because of which he has been given the service of a bank manager, and they have regular source of income, and because of which they are well off and they are celebrating the Christmas with fine income, and they are comfortable in comparison to the Christmas that they celebrated the last time. This way, Nora tells about her hard times also to her friend of the school days. We shall be taking the rest part of this play, A Doll's House, in our next video class. The students, if they have any problem, they can contact me on my telephone, or they can write down their answers and send to me to my email, that is cambodiapc@gmail.com. Thank you so much.